Good to see you, Stephen. Let's go to New York. It's the only real story of the day today. We've got Donald Trump at the moment. He's no doubt speaking to his surrogates and his legal team in Trump Tower in New York City. Whether you're a fan or not, it is a moment of history. This has never been seen by anyone before, a president facing criminal charges.
Absolutely. It is a historic event. But as always, Trump is milking it for everything it's worth. I mean, he is just a D-grade grifter, trying to profit off people. Oh, if you can afford it, give me money. I mean, seriously, this bloke has been raking it in.
Yeah, a lot of people are, though. $7 million US in 3 days.
No, well, yeah, as I say, there's a sucker born every minute. I mean, this bloke's...
Well, are they suckers, though, or they passionately believe in what he's doing and what he's saying?
No, they have been conned by one of the world's greatest grifters. This bloke has plenty of his own money. He's, claimed to be a billionaire at various stages, but he'll never miss a chance to milk his supporters. So they tragically have just been conned into believing this. I mean, it was a very easy way for them to avoid it, this particular charge, not pay the porn star a cover-up money.
But here's the thing, right? I mean, on the topic of conning, I mean, I had an interesting chat with a criminal lawyer in New York a short time ago, and she believes that there's too many hoops to jump through from Michael Cohen to Donald Trump. So there's plausible deniability, and getting this from a misdemeanor, which is a state law, into a federal law, it's a bit shady. And so the chances here are quite slim.
Look, we need to see what the indictment contains. That's the first thing. I ultimately think that no matter which of the charges that he ends up facing court over, if he's got a jury, he will never be convicted. I mean, there will be, a MAGA supporter slips their way into the jury, and he will never get convicted. Even in New York, where, probably 80-20 against him. So while I think it's important that the rule of law applies to everybody, and Donald Trump has said, I could shoot somebody on the main street of New York and the punters would still love me. I mean, that's the level of delusion. That's the level of unwillingness to stick to the laws of the USA. And so it's important. People say, why are they doing this? It's important that the message is sent that nobody is above the law.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump has considered himself for some time above the law.
Okay, yeah. And there's the question of accountability. If there's an issue there, then it should be dealt with. But I wonder if the Democrats, it seems as though the justice system has been weaponised here. Have the Democrats chosen the wrong mark, though? Because, yes, there is this case, but there are stronger other cases against Donald Trump, namely trying to overturn the election in Georgia, as well as the January 6 riots on the Capitol building. I mean, they're way stronger cases.
There's no question there's other very indictable behaviour by the former president. As I said, I don't ultimately believe he'll go down for any of them. I think his delay tactics, his legal tactics,
and he becomes a martyr too.
Problematically getting a clean jury. But I think this is a win-win. It's a win for Trump because he gets to play the victim. A billionaire property developer playing the victim. Milking his base. It probably guarantees him the Republican nomination. And the other win is for the Democrat because Joe Biden can beat Donald Trump. So it's a win-win.
But does he beat him as an 82-year-old?
And Trump's going to be a 78-year-old.
But it's not 82.
It's a farcical conversation.
I know. Doesn't America deserve a youthful president again?
That's right. Yes.
I mean, that's how Ron DeSantis comes into the conversation.
Well, not if Donald Trump says, as I say, this is a win for the Democrats because this locks the Republican base even more solidly behind Donald Trump. And DeSantis will have to just make a graceful withdrawal. And it'll mean, Biden will get to take on Trump. And Trump, isn't becoming more popular as each day goes by.
If this mugshot turns out to actually happen and then it gets leaked tomorrow, Stephen, are you thinking something along the lines of Mel Gibson or a little more refined?
I'm considering framing it. Putting it on my wall.
But I mean, there's a great interview with Mel Gibson after he did his years and years ago where he was so petrified of how it was going to look, and he did his hair, and I just imagine Donald Trump doing the same.
Well, he'll have his hair done, he'll have the full makeup on, he'll have the suntan bed out.
Yeah,
I mean, he'll be going the full Monty.
Yeah, we'll watch it. Wait and see. Stephen, good to see you. Talk to you soon.